things are starting to happen incredibly fast. It's incredibly important that you stay eyes on, be paying attention to what's happening. The mainstream media is never going to tell you, but there's a lot of stuff that's happened a lot in the last couple of days that I want to tell you guys about. So don't go anywhere. Kind of going to recap the week. We finished the week off strong. Some very big developments that I'm sure a lot of you haven't heard about because, you know, the whole mainstream media just doesn't tell anybody anything. So without further ado, let's dive into it. I'm Jared. This is RedRacer Video. Former car vlogger. Now I'm an independent citizen journalist. Thanks to you, the viewer. Your donations through Patreon, PayPal, and Venmo down in the description underneath this video make this possible. This is my work. You guys quite literally provide the income for me to do this. I am very grateful. As you watch this, if you see value, only if you see value, consider supporting the channel at one of the 3 links down below: Patreon, PayPal, Venmo. YouTube stuff, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you're still subscribed. Leave a comment before we go. I love to hear what you guys are thinking. Let's dive into it. So, couple of things, and I go back and forth on which things were the biggest developments, but there's something I want to talk about. The things that I want to talk about, oddly enough, are things that are not being talked about, things that should be talked about. So yesterday was July 30th. A lot of you probably noticed that it was a day for child trafficking. It was like human trafficking awareness. No more child trafficking. They had these big marches all over the country. They had one here in Utah. A bunch of people that I know went to them, and I am insanely proud of them for doing that. I didn't end up going. I was home with family. A lot of reasons why. We won't get into that. But very proud of everybody for going. I spread the word yesterday, and like I say, I was able to really be proud of people yesterday to see how many people went and make that happen. But what's funny in the observation you make through that is that yesterday there was quite a few people spreading that around, talking about that, bringing up the fact that, you know, it's child trafficking awareness, it's human trafficking awareness. No more, save the children. You guys probably already saw those hashtags going around yesterday. Did you see celebrities spreading those things around yesterday? Did you see any mainstream media, news outlets helping to spread that message yesterday? Any of them? I could have missed it because, in fairness, I don't watch any of them. So in the comments below, if I missed somebody that did, please let me know. But how many people, how many celebrities, how many athletes, how many of our heroes went out of their way yesterday, or maybe even, let's not even call it going out of their way. Let's be honest, half of us Instagram while we're taking a crap. None of them could pick their phone up and be like, oh man, yeah, we shouldn't traffic people anymore. Nobody? So you guys gotta remember, a lot of times, a lot is said with things that go unsaid. That was my observation of yesterday. And a lot of my friends, quick shout out to the bakery. If you guys haven't been there, thebakery.com. The bakery has a Q in it, BAQERY, thebakery.com. Not linking it down below because the internet does not like us to link that. But you guys should be going there. You should be getting your news from that site. Amazing people there. Tons of my friends, all very smart. Lots of conversations happening today within my group of friends about how little was said yesterday, and a lot of posts that I read on Instagram and also things that I saw happen on YouTube today where people noted and was very cognizant of the fact that nobody was standing up for the kids yesterday. Nobody was standing up. Nobody made a stand against trafficking yesterday. So we're going to move past that. I feel like I'm kicking a dead horse. We hit the 4-minute mark and we're still on that one. Let's keep going. What else did the media not tell you guys about today that is insanely massive news? I'll give you a second. In the comments, what isn't being talked about that should absolutely be everywhere you go? Should be on every news station. Oh, that's right. It's what all the crazy conspiracy theorist QAnon folk have been telling you guys was coming for how long now? 4 months, 5 months? Some of them 2 years? I mean, there's people that have been beating this drum for a while. A lot of them talked about Epstein Island, the plane, the Clintons having been there, a lot of the mainstream, not the mainstream media, but a lot of Hollywood, a lot of Pedowood being there. You guys have probably already, I'm sure if you watch this channel now, you've heard of Pizzagate by now and the Pedowood stuff, right? You've heard of the Obamagate stuff. All these things that are getting absolutely no play on the news. But they can still find a way to make a segment on the news about how all the QAnon conspiracy theorists out there are crazy. The panic is so real right now in the left and in the deep state that it is written all over their faces. We told you guys what was going down, and what just came out. What did Ghislaine Maxwell, what has she been fighting tooth and nail the last few days, begging basically to keep from coming out? Papers in some of the old cases and in some of the stuff that's been sealed. And what was in it? Testimony from a young woman stating that she saw Bill Clinton on the island with underage women. Damning evidence. Testimony that has been sealed that our ex-president, Bill Clinton, he's not guilty yet. I still believe in justice. But there's testimony now saying, yeah, Bill Clinton was there. Yeah. A couple of times. Yeah. With underage girls. Just imagine for a minute that that's Donald Trump. Imagine for a minute that's anyone even close to being a friend or an affiliate or an associate or an acquaintance or a friend of a friend of a friend or of a monkey's uncle of Donald Trump. How do you think that plays out? How do you think that looks? What is the media doing today? But instead, Bill Clinton, no news, not a word. Also, incredibly funny that, again, guys, media going out of their way. We talked about the panic mode. What happened to the doctor videos? What happened to the video of the doctors who stood out and said, we don't care if we get in trouble. We know HCQ works. We know there's a concerted effort to bury it. We know they're manipulating the numbers. We know they're manipulating cases. We're just going to pretend that all their videos didn't just get yoinked off the internet, that all their accounts aren't getting deleted off Twitter, off of Instagram. A bunch of my friends can't even comment or post stuff today because they're going hard on people that say the truth right now. Why? We allow all kinds of stuff on the internet. The sickest stuff you can imagine. They censored our president on Twitter because he said if the people didn't get control of their cities, if the mayors didn't get control of their cities, they were going to send the National Guard in to do it right. They censored his tweet because that was promoting violence. So he said, I'll send the National Guard to stop people from killing American citizens if you don't do it. And that was promoting violence. The double standard being displayed is pretty mind-blowing. It really is. When just the very next day, there are quite literally people making physical threats and getting not one word of reprimand from Twitter. No tweets deleted, no suspension of accounts. It's happening right before our eyes, though, guys, and this is what I want to end on. This is happening before our eyes. And there are a lot more people following along with this than a lot of people want to believe. I've said this in videos before, and I'm saying it in today's video again. It's very important that we keep speaking out. Our voices are priceless right now. We're watching them just shut people down by the minute. I could be next. Who knows? All I do is tell you guys stuff that I'm learning off of the news. Things that I'm putting together. Pattern recognition. It's just as you pay attention, you see these things. Like one more thing. I almost forgot to say this before we leave the video. Man, I almost forgot this. What just happened in the last couple days with stimulus money? They had a plan, and our president has even, I think, tweeted or posted somewhere that said these checks were literally ready to go out. Anywhere from $1,200 to $3,400 a family. Because it was going to be just like last time. $1,200 a parent. And then I think you get however many dollars for a kid. But basically a family of four is going to get another check for $3,400. It's ready to go out. Did the bill get passed yesterday? No, it didn't. Why didn't it? Well, I'm sure that the media is going to tell you the Republicans are only trying to get this, or they're only trying to get that, or they're just trying to make this happen, or they're ignoring mail-in votes, or they're not doing anything to secure our elections, because now they're projecting, right? They're going to project that the Republicans are the ones trying to steal an election. They know we beat their cheating. We beat their cheating on the machines. That's why they are pushing so hard for mail-in this year. That's why all of this stuff is happening. A large part of the reason why we're going through all of the false flag flu and all of this is for them to push mail-in votes. They know we've got it licked. So, bill comes up today. How did it play out? Real quick so that you guys understand how it played out. Because again, the media is not going to give you guys a straight story. Republicans brought a bill to the table. For what it's worth, I've said this in previous videos, I am not a Republican. I register as an independent all the time because I refuse to have any one group of people say, this is how our group thinks, so you think this way too, okay? I don't do that. I just won't do that. If it lines up, if it feels good, if my gut and my heart are with it, or if my gut and my heart are with it, I'm probably going to ride with it. If it's not, just because there's an R next to it doesn't mean I'm going to be okay with it. Having said that, Republicans bring a bill to the table. And they say, let's get this going. Let's get the stimulus. We need unemployment insurance. We need these things to happen. Here you go. Democrats come back, no, not doing it. Republicans come back again. Bill number 2, another proposal. Democrats come back, no, not doing it. Republicans come back with another bill, bill number 3. And I think this happened in like a day or 2-day period. They were trying to make this happen hard all the way until like 10 o'clock last night. They were trying to make this happen. So bill number 3, again, a third bill also brought to the table by Republicans. 3 bills, 3 strikes. Democrats shoot that bill down again. 4th bill comes up, 4th bill shot down. So 4 bills brought to the table by Republicans, 4 bills shot down by Democrats. Not one proposal from the Democratic side. All they did was say no, 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 no. So families in America should be getting checks for $3,400 right now. But Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, stood firmly in the way of that happening today. They're citing things like not enough money for states, not enough money for this, not enough money for that. They're using coronavirus. What the Democrats are trying to do is use this virus and use everything that's happened as a bailout. They want another $1 trillion just thrown into the pot that they know they can use all their little agencies and all their little channels to funnel and to, to launder money out of so they can all get their money. We've taken their money away. They've lost their money. No more human trafficking, no more drug trafficking, borders closed up. Doing all these things, shutting down the underground tunnels, all the stuff they've been doing and using to get rich, it's all going away. By the day this gets more painful for them. By the day. To anyone still saying nothing is happening, you are lost. There is amazing things happening every single day. But you've got to pay attention and you've got to start watching. I'm not telling you what to watch, but watch all of it and decide for yourself. It's not hard. This cult thing that I'm a part of is real weird because all they've ever asked me to do is think for myself and follow my heart. To this day, I go into my group and I go, hey guys, I'm lost on this one. What's the answer? I've never gotten a straight answer from the people. It's honestly kind of frustrating. I want to go in there and have them just be like, oh yeah, we know everything. Here's where it is. Because that would be cool for me and give me a lot of peace of mind. Doesn't work that way. It won't work that way for you guys either. Look at everything that's going on. Pay attention to everything that's going on. Republicans bring 4 bills to the table. Democrats shoot 4 bills down. Democrats want this country spiraling out of control until the election. They want us all afraid of a virus that does not exist until the election. They need us wearing those masks. They need us afraid of the false flag flu so they can push mail-in votes. It has been proven in state after state after state that it is incredibly flawed. They steal ballots left and right. They harvest ballots. They are trying to steal an election. Pay attention to everything that's going on. There are so many big developments every day. Do not sleep on this weekend. I'd like to say I won't make a video this weekend and I'm going to take some days off. Probably not happening. Way too much going on. RedRacerVideo.com. Go visit the site. This close to the shirts. I'm on the back end actually loading some stuff myself right now, trying to help it go along. So very close. Thank you to everybody that's watching. And one more time, if you saw value in the video, consider supporting down below. Patreon, PayPal, Venmo, 3 links in the description. Thank you so much, guys. If I don't see you before the next week starts, I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'll probably see you, though, tomorrow. Jared, RedRacer Video. Catch you guys in the next one. I appreciate you.